talk about your passion project? Any pet project, your business project you have done before? Pick a one and then share with our audience.
So my passion projects deal a lot with education, specifically educating kind of K-12 and after college for a data science and computer science career. And so rethinking how we educate them in math, because math, I was never good at math in lower schools. I had F's, D's, C's, I think everything but A's. And I really think that it's broken how we teach students math and logic and just thinking skills, especially in the age where everything's available on the internet. Like, you don't need to know the stuff that we used to know because we didn't have access to that information. And so really helping to get parents to change how they're educating and providing more resources out there to help them along the way is something that I'm really trying to work on. I want to build a whole machine learning algorithm around it to better help choose content, print worksheets, and guide student learning from beginning to end. But I also want to get more people into the data science space. And in that space, there's a lot of failing in online education because they focus so much on the technical, when most of the time what I do is very non-technical. It has to do with communicating, listening, understanding, putting together presentations, a depth of knowledge in whatever space that I'm in at that time. Like when I was working in healthcare, I needed to understand healthcare records. I needed to understand the disease that I was working on. I needed to be able to read research papers. And these are skills that aren't taught in these data science boot camps. Statistics isn't taught in these data science boot camps. So like, if you don't understand statistics, you can't set up an experiment. If you think that a 95% confidence is everything, then you're wrong, because business, if you're in a business use case, a 60 to 70% confidence will be a 1 to 2% business increase, which can be a significant amount of money. And so understanding practical applied statistics, understanding practical applied linear algebra and calculus, if you're getting into machine learning research, are skills that you need to have. And so what happens is you get someone from a poor math background like me who isn't necessarily great at reading stuff. So like, I have an excellent reading comprehension, but oftentimes people want to get into this field and they don't. And data science requires so much more aggressive action when it comes to education, because everything is forefront of the development of the future. And so you get people who don't have a high reading comprehension, who need videos, who can't go to the documentation and read it. And you're going to get behind in this field very quickly because of that. Like, you might initially get a role, but you're not going to get all of the advancement that comes with staying in the field long term, because it's just not computer science. Computer science for me, software engineering, yes, you have new languages coming out, but it's not ever shifting as quickly as the data science field. And like you said, we just came out with ML ops. I've seen that job title all over the past 6 months. And then we had DevOps come into on top of software engineering a few years back. And so there's data engineering. Like, the whole space is wide. And in a lot of ways, I'm telling people don't even come into data science right now, because the jobs are shrinking, because everybody finally realized that their plumbing was horrible and they need to get a data engineer in there to actually fix the plumbing, and a data architect. Exactly. And so a lot of the jobs are shifting to certifications in AWS, Azure, and all that. So I want to help people. If you don't want to be technical, then I'm sorry, I would not go into data science. I would go to data analytics. And yes, I know the salary is less, but right now these roles in data science are shrinking. So either you're going to become more technical or you can become slightly less technical and wait it out. And so you don't want to spend all the money in a data science bootcamp right now. I don't think it's a good use of your time and money. Get a data analytics, slightly less math, slightly less technical tools. Exactly. Right. Wait it out for 5 years until the data science job booms again, because these data engineers are killing the game right now, getting their certifications in AWS and Azure. Right. Because the government just got that big contract. The companies are trying to put all of their stuff onto these platforms. They're trying to build out the engineering to be able to start actually using data science, because so many data science projects are failing. One, because they didn't have actual data that they said they had, because the pipes were broken. And then two, data scientists didn't understand the space. And so they didn't talk long enough with the stakeholders, or they were shunned, like they tried to, and they're shunned away by the sales team or the marketing team. And that's one of the reasons why I don't necessarily want to be in the consulting space. Is I need a business owner to understand I have to be with you in the business goals, or your data is not going to help you at all. And so you can have me there and say you're doing all this stuff, but if I don't understand your business goals and objective and what's happening on your sales and marketing team, I cannot help you meet those business goals and objectives. Like, it's not going to be possible. Then you're going to be mad at me, because I asked you and you can give that to me. And so it's just one of the requirements for working with me. It's like, yes, I have access to you, but I need to have access to your sales and marketing team. I need to spend time talking with them so that we can find those basic measurements to be successful. And so it's just people don't understand the role. Data scientists at certain levels are very consultative, and at other levels they're incredibly technical. They're working on like predictive disease stuff. Like, I don't need to consult with you on your healthcare record. I need to read about this disease, and I need to put in the technical aspects to predict whether or not you're going to have this. And so there's two different areas, and not all jobs are both or either. And again, a lot of it's heading more technical because of broken pipes. So that's my passion project, is getting people into the field, getting younger kids trained in technology, and hopefully providing it at a very affordable rate. And so I'm looking for people who are interested in that to come alongside and help with the content creation, help with the getting it out there to parents. And I do a lot with homeschoolers because they're easy access to homeschoolers. Parents are always looking, whereas public school is really hard to get access to. So start where you can.